everyone. Welcome to SST College of Arts and Commerce. This is SST Edupedia. I am Amrita Harjani, Assistant Professor of this college. Today I would like to start with my lecture on the topic that is management process, one of the very important topic in the subject that is principles of management. Management is being considered as an universal phenomenon. It is resulting into creating lot of decisions under various aspects because it not only coordinates or control the various activities of the organization, but also it results into defining and proper structure of the organization along with the flexibility plus shaping the organization to the various activities and different external as well as internal environmental dynamic areas also. So management is considered as an flexible activity. When we are talking of the term management, different authors have contributed to this term. Frederick W. Taylor said that management is considered as knowing what you want to do in the best and the cheapest way. So in general layman terms, if I say management is being considered as nothing but what an art you are having, the best way you can do. It is an art of getting things done with the help of others. As well as George R. Terry said that management is the function of planning, organizing, actuating and controlling because it results into achieving the organizational objectives very clearly and easily. This is being considered as and one of the well-defined definition by George Terry, which was very famous, in which it said that management is being considered as an important element right from the planning till budgeting. So the lifeblood of any organization is being considered as a term known as management. When we are talking of the term planning, means plan into the future course of an action. Organizing, it results into assembling or systematically arranging the various activities of the departmental zone. As well as there is an actuating. Actuating results into taking an action as well as leading, communication and motivation elements of the various employees in the organization. Plus there will be an result of the last element in the various functions, that is controlling. Controlling finally identifies the deviations between the actual and the desired result. This is what the George Terry said. Management functions, or if I say the management process, it rotates around Podskop activity, which was being defined by Luther Gulickser. What Luther Gulickser said that Podskop consists of planning, organizing, directing, staffing, reporting, coordinating, budgeting. All these are the activities which are very important to be there in any organizational objectives which are to be achieved. There are others author also those who have defined different levels of functions of the management. Let us see all these functions into depth. What exactly these functions mean to us. Management process diagrammatic representation, as we see in the chart that is given, is planning. The first and the primary function of the management. Planning is nothing but it results into future course of action that is to be there, which is to be achieved very easily, means it is related with the forecasting. Forecasting elements are nothing but the future course of action, but at present what is going on, that we need to analyze for the future. Organizing results into systematically arranging all the activities. Actuating or leading, it results into showing a good pathway towards the different directions to the subordinates, finally coming to some systematic arrangement that yes, this is the right path or this is the wrong path, and to choose between them the one best alternative path which will lead to the organizational objectives and goals. Last is about controlling. Controlling will lead into measuring or defining the deviations. It will clarify the corrective deviations. Then and then only the final plan will be executed. Functions of management in detail we'll see. Functions of management are going to be there into answering the different questions like what is to be there, how it is to be achieved, when it is to be achieved, in which manner it is to be achieved, why it is to be achieved. All these questions are being answered in one of the very primarily function of the management, that is planning. Planning results into achieving the predetermined course of the objectives regarding the future. There are various alternatives that are available with any organization. Let us take an example: alternative A, alternative B, or alternative C. Among these various alternatives, to evaluate them systematically for going on with the best alternative that is available with us in the organization. So to select the best alternative among the various choices based upon the planning premises, it will lead into answering all these questions. Next is all about organizing. Organizing is nothing but systematically in an arranging manner when all the activities of the department level specifically, that is various departments are coordinating among themselves and arranging to one single activity which results into establishing the goals. Now organizing will give a systematic review. Along with that, we know that how many staff members are required in any organization, whether there is an excess or whether there is a shortage of the human resources in the organization. So human resource planning is also possible because of the term organizing. Directing. Directing is nothing but showing a good roadmap, plus it includes leading, motivating, and the communication element of the organization. Communication, passing on the information from top to middle to bottom level, and vice versa from bottom to top. So there should be a proper flow of information to all these levels. There should be even boosting of the morale of the employees. There should be a good leader in the organization, because leader is the role model for the employees in the organization. Leader is such a person which will be showing that yes, this is the way you should go on following the various strategies in the organization. Controlling. Controlling is the last and the major element of the process or the functions of the management. The reason is because it will identify the various deviations between the actual and the desired results which any organization is having. Actual results that are there is at present, desired results which are to be there in the future. So whatever there will be the deviations, to find out the from those deviations, controlling will help in achieving the proper way of the results. Innovation and representation are the major two functions which are being added up by the various authors. What they say that organizations tend to be very unique, tend to be very innovative, different in terms of formulating the strategies, because they need to fight up with the various external survivors, various external challengers in the organization. In order to survive for the longer period in the organization, it is very important that yes, we should be different from others. Plus, the manager should be representative among its subordinates, means they should find them as their and model. They should find them, yes, this is the person, he is the right guide, he is the good counselor for us, he is giving a good advice to us. Yes, for us he is the representative. Importance of management. Among all these functions and processes that we have seen today, we come to one of the very important aspect, that management is a continuous activity. It is not a one-time activity. It includes various elements like it is dynamic in nature, it is very flexible in nature, it is a group activity, it is not an isolated activity. We require a lot of coordination among various members in the department. There are three basic levels of management: top level, middle level, and bottom level. Top levels generally consist of conceptual skills. They are the decision makers in the organization. Middle level, these are generally human based skills consisting people, and departmental heads will be part of this level. Next is bottom level, wherein various supervisors are part of this level, and generally when we are talking of technical level skills will be part of this. So foreman, if I say, or if I say any kind of top level, so company CEOs are there, or the president level, those who are the managers, all will be the part of top level. But when we are talking of different manufacturing departmental head, human resource departmental head, marketing departmental head, various departmental heads will be part of middle level management. This is the flow chart of various business hierarchies, or the pyramid based level structure, which is showing a typical business level structure plus a non-profit organization structure, in which we can see that for the top level we are having an executive directors, president level. Middle level we are having decision makers or regional managers. First line managers we are having the departmental heads or foremen. So this is the structure. Thank you everyone.